welcome back to Space Engineers 1 for another episode of No Jetpack Survival. I am Cyprime, and today, well, we've left today open because we didn't want to make any promises last time. I said I was going to have a little think about what we need to do around here. I'm getting a little bit of stuttering. It's a bit weird. Anyway, so this episode, we should continue building this base out. We've got a little bit to do, so one of those things, and let me just check around. When we get stuttering, sometimes I'm thinking enemies. I think we're okay. So autosave is turned off right now, so I have to remember to frequently save, but that stops some of the stuttering. But yeah, we need to start fleshing out some of this base. We've got all of these done. So our refinery system's sorted. We've got an absolute buttload of that one. Platinum being refined right now. We can always top that up. We have a nice little mine over there. So that is great. Iron. Loads. Right, so we're going to have to bring this wall out a little bit. So we left some space to bring this wall out here, so we can encompass this. We're probably going to need to move these at some point. In fact, actually, right now we don't need these. We can take them straight down. That's one. Those ones are okay. So we're going to bring these walls out around here. I'm not sure what we're going to do around this cargo container. I think we're going to bring the wall out this way a little bit, which means we need to take all this down. Okay, brilliant. So yeah, we're going to have to start working out the plan of this. We're not going to get this finished today, but we're going to get a fair bit done. Hopefully we'll have no major dramas. In fact, I'm going to pull that back. So hopefully no major dramas. If we do, it's entertainment. So right, now I said that this bit was going to have to be, because we can't have that little gap there. In fact, actually, just weld that up. Yeah, we can't have that gap right there, or these gaps here, because they're not airtight. So first thing we're going to need to do is put some sort of passageway in here. So this is where we can put our passageway. We're redoing our bars. And let's go for the one that does all of them, so we can choose. So yeah, something along the lines of, yeah, that looks a bit rubbish. That's better. We don't need handholds though. We're not old. Well, we're a little bit, but we're not super old. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, so there we go. Interior plates needed. Yeah, just take as many as I can. Okay, so what did we say we're going to have to do? Probably put a door on that side there. So this first one probably should actually be a junction. Like that. Okay. And then we need to put a door on there. That means this little ramp is going to be useless. We're going to have to put another ramp in somewhere else. I don't want to leave it to chance and us get stuck down there and not have a simple ramp to get out. So we're going to place that there instead. In fact, I'm going to go down there and make this ramp proper. There we go. We will weld most of this up eventually. Door. Probably should be one of these types of door. Ooh, what do we do? Let's do a narrow door. I think that'd be kind of cool. So on this bit here, yeah, we could do a little narrow door. Do we do that way up or do we do that way up? Is there writing on any of these? Don't think there is. So we can actually go that way up there. Have our doorway there. Yeah, that works. I think that's a nice little feature. Right, so now we need to bring this out a little bit further, passageway wise. So not that kind. We're going to go back to this kind. I'm quite liking these new sort of full passageways. They're a little more complete. Yep, that way up. That allows us to bring this across here. So now we can put... We could have put a door there, but I think we go out a little bit further just to make sure. Do we close off where this bit is here? I think we need... No, we don't. We go out one more and we put a door on there. So, doors, 3, yeah. And have our narrow passageway here as well. Let's be totally fair. Okay. Narrow passage, narrow passage. They look like normal doors. Right. Let's weld up what we can of this. We need 2 doors. Let's put our stuff back. Whoop. There we go. Yep. Now let's see, how do we close this door? Yep, okay. Good. I love the design, how like it gives space for the door to go in. It's not like a magic door that sort of appears out of nowhere. 2. Yep, and then we got that to weld up. Okay, so we're airlocked already here because we have... Oh. Well, that's a problem. It's a nice little corridor thing, but it doesn't let us get out. So, right, okay. Huh. Yeah, that was a bit problematic, that was. So we're going to need to find a passageway that gives us access on both sides. It's got to be like a T-junction. Aha. That needs to be a T-junction. There we go. Right, so yeah, we got this door here, which can be closed, and then these 2 doors here. And since there's only me, we don't have to worry about that door being open when I open from that side, so... Cool. Good. Well, I don't want to shoot anything. Right. 5. Full block. Right, so straight across here. Do we here or do we do it there? We've gone out 2, so we can actually go... Just put stuff back. There we go. Right, we can come out here and use this space for something else later on. Some of these we might eventually take out, put some windows and features and things in. Just need to get the design of this looking okay first. So we're going to give ourselves lots of room. Not going to go all the way to the end. Not on this side, I don't know why, but we're just not going to. We do need to go all the way to the end here, though. At some point, we're going to have to weld all this up. That will mean we need to build a ship or something. We're not going to do another crane, because it's slow. A ship, to be honest, is going to be a pain in the neck, but hey, you know. Right, now, here, we're at this point where we're going to need to have some sort of a doorway. So let's go back to our doors. We need different doors now. This is a main door. Let's go with a sliding hatch door. Quite like. Does that have that on it? Yeah. We'll replace that with that. Right. So. Slidey hatch door. There. That way around. Put that in, that takes care of a block next to it, which is great. Gets us in so we can go around and do them. There we are. Perfect. So we can now free to put those in and weld this door up. Should have a port here somewhere. There we go. A couple of bits needed still. Right. So we're making some design decisions as we go. That's pretty neat. Does the job. Okay, great. Let's shut that door.
Energy low.
Get some energy. We might have to move things around a little bit. Now, for those of you waiting on Space Engineers 2 content, we are going to be doing more of that. It's a little less frequent than this. We're going to be doing quite a few of these videos, Space Engineers 2 days, but we are taking our time because this vertical slice is not going to be here and gone super quickly. It's going to take a bit of time to get through. So we're just going to make it last. Savor it. Do we put something there? No, probably not. But it looks like those hydrogen tanks, so we are going to need to get some more ice at some point. Okay. There. Right. Okay, that's that side done. Is there anything that needs put in here? That one. Yep. Duck under. Yeah, that's all fine. You've got the stairs come up to here. Let's figure this bit out and put a doorway in here. Main thing is we're just going to have this thing plotted out today, so doorways, right, what doorways do we have to choose from? Narrow door half. Yeah. Door. Yeah, that's the front door. It should look like that. Need interior plates. Oop, there we go. It's not an airlock though. So yeah, I didn't really leave enough room to make this an airlock actually. Thinking about it. Takes up that space there. If I put any other door type in here, it would take up the same amount of space. I can't put something there because of that. So we have to go on the outside, which means, well, this space is taken up by that. So I'm going to have to take this off. Well, that one up at least. And then we're going to have to put another door on there. It's going to have to be one of these, I think. Right. Kind of ruins our front door a little bit. But honestly, it's fine. Could have done it the other way around, put that in there and put this on the front, but I think that starts to cause some airtight problems. Right, that's good. Nice. Okay. I think it's important that we weld some of these corner pieces up because it can be quite difficult to get to later on. Yeah, right, this bit here. Now we either continue that curve around or we go bum straight across the top of it now that we've got our viewing area in. I personally think we go straight across the top. Like that. There's these bits here that we could just curve around with it, but then it starts getting a bit funny anyway. So, well, what do we have? We do have the pieces to do it. Okay, let's try it. There we are. Like that. And then take you off. Same piece, but one round. Yeah, I guess that works just as well as anything else. Right. Let's get more of these. We're going to have to do a paint job at some point. Yeah, that's starting to look a bit more sort of meaty. Right, then we got all this stuff across here, so we're going to have to sort of keep going across there to that bit. Get my energy while I'm here. Yep. Right. Now, we kind of do have that little bit of a problem like there, but that's why we've gone and made it so that these aren't the outer edge. And we're coming across here, but that means essentially that even though the passageway there is, the passageway is now part of the wall all the way to the end. There's no easy way out apart from if I put a door here somewhere. So for the moment, I'm just going to kill that for a sec. I mean, the way out is in through the wall. It's kind of a bit of an unusual design feature, but I quite like it. I don't know how high we need to go with this, but on the interior we might need to separate certain parts off for the sake of airtight efficiency and stopping it from glitching out, because I know with large volumes you can end up with some serious airtight problems where the airtightness just fails. That's happened to me a couple of times with ships, but space this size almost certainly will happen. Unless they fixed it. Yep. We need to we need to go all the way up really, so we're just going to plan this out for the moment. At some point we need to put some detail in. It's going to just be a big box otherwise, but let's start with the box. And then we can start working out what we want to keep, what we want to remove. It's going to make this a really tall building. Probably have multiple floors in places. Oops. Don't think I wanted to put that there. Kind of makes things a bit difficult. It's going to look like a massive scaffolding project for a while. Who? Can I read? No, of course I can't. Can I read? No. What am I hearing? It's a weird combination of sounds and at the same time just make things sound a bit odd. Right. Yeah, okay, can I get to the top of that? Yeah. Okay. This isn't going to be an incredibly long episode. We had a very busy week over the last week, so as mentioned a while ago, I did my first motorcycle certificate last Saturday. So we spent a lot of time last week basically pre-producing videos so that we can cover that time while I was off over the weekend. So hopefully, apart from the Solus project being missing, most of you would not have noticed. Oops. I should look behind me when I'm doing this. Sorry, I'm concentrating on not falling off at the moment. Seems like talking and walking is one step too far while I'm currently in this state of mind. Bearing in mind that, you know, today is, well, at the moment it's Friday. It's Friday late. I have been awake since 6 a.m. working, mostly. And now I'm enjoying doing this, but my speaking muscle, speaking brain muscle thing isn't quite braining. Yeah, okay. Oh, this is a lot of up-downness. I'm sure we will have probably cut a lot of what I've just done out for brevity. Yeah, okay. Of course, we're not just going to have one big box here. We are going to add some details. We can't just have like a giant box. It's a bit boring. Come on, can I get you in there? Yes, 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 yes. Can't reach that corner, so we're a bit screwed there. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I had a feeling that we were getting a bit shorter. Can I jump up there? Yes. Oh, no, I still can't reach that corner. Okay, never mind. I think I can do that, though. No, it doesn't help me for very long. Okay. Oops, right. Okay, so that's a good portion of the wall around here. I think that will do the trick. Can I jump off there safely? Yeah. Right. We don't need these anymore. We've still got a little hole there to get in and out. We don't have all of that round here, so we still need to do this whole section. So we'll just put some of that in for now.
Energy low.
Well, we need to be around here for this bit anyway. How high can we get? Right, to we can go that high from the ground. Okay. So now we are basically almost completely walled in. Let's fill these bits in. We're going to need to go outside for a lot of that. Right, let's go outside. There's now an outside. That's fantastic. Yeah, okay, we've got this big feature here that I kind of don't want to necessarily lose completely, but we are going to have to fill in and then figure it out later, so... right. Yes, okay. So, apart from the tops, there's a little bit more to do around the top. We are pretty much a complete shape now. We can then start taking a look at this a little bit further back and start deciding where we need to break up this shape. Personally, what I'm thinking is we could put some like ridges in here by going in and then having some windows and then coming back out, a bit like we did on Pertam for our larger building. Or we could go in kind of giant industrial building and have very long windows all the way across and just like have windows, skip a couple of rows, have windows.
Meteor storm inbound.
Oh, balls. We've blocked off a lot of that. Yeah, we kind of thought this through though. When we put the turrets in, we put turrets around both sides, so they're coming from this direction now. Please don't shoot my base. Please don't shoot my base. Ooh, there's loads of them. Okay, that was okay. That was reasonably uneventful. Nothing bad happened then. Right. So, yeah. We are going to have to, we're going to have to go a bit higher with the roof, so we're going to have to go all the way up to the top there, so it's going to be a really, really big sort of, it's going to look like your typical kind of industrial warehouse sort of building, to be honest, warehouse stroke factory. Not massively interesting, but all the secrets are kind of on the inside, but we can add some interest with a bit of glass, like I said before. I think we're probably okay for silicon. If we're doing a lot of glass, we're going to need a lot of silicon to do this, so let's have a look. This isn't airlocked, so I'm probably going to have to put another door on the outside of this. Sooner or later as well, we could probably deal with all these weird twists and turns by using some of this space to build a control room, maybe a medical center. So maybe that can stay. Actually, I quite like this, but some of these computer units can probably move out of the way. Although we could make use of this, put a door there, just put some walls in, turn this into like rooms, and have like a central sort of passageway that runs around. Not sure. Silicon. 71k. It's not a hell of a lot. Yeah. How are we for bulletproof glass? 200. We need to expand that out. So, wanted is on the right. Bulletproof glass is that row. We're going to go 2000. And we'll soon see if it works because it'll put a little A next to that to say it's assembling. There we are. Yeah, that's what we want to see. Righty ho. Let's get some floor welded. We don't really need to weld underneath those bits. I'm not going to go out of my way to weld like the bits underneath areas where it's not going to make a difference. I think some of this area would be good to have like maybe a little garage or something. We could do that as a separate building outside maybe. Connect the building to this one. We haven't got a Mars rover yet. Something tells me if we did I'd probably die, but hey. This whole game is about cheating death. I have not died yet. We're on episode 69. Nice. And I've not died. At all. Come close a few times. Been shot at a lot. We've had meteors thrown at us. We've taken a trip outside a ship in full speed motion with no jetpack. And survived. I'll be damned if I'm going to let a little rover kill me now. We nearly died in a rover actually as well, so we've done that as well. We crashed the ship. And survived. Multiple times in fact. So yeah, to say this episode, well this series has been uneventful would be a complete lie.
Low.
This is actually quicker than using a ship welder. The level 3 hand welder is ridiculously fast. It's just a little bit more work manually, going back and forwards. I mean, size-wise, it's not quite as big as the Meridian. I don't think. Volume-wise, it might be about the same. It's certainly not bigger than the ship we're building in Space Engineers 2. Although, it's a little bit disappointing that we're missing some stuff there. We're having to build with a completely different design philosophy because we're having to leave space and accessibility around the conveyor areas because we don't have any yet. Normally I'd just put them in and work around them, but we can't even just put in placeholders and work around them because we need to be accessible to replace the placeholders with the real things when they come. So to one side though, it's a good thing because it's forcing us to build a ship where every component, including the conveyor networks themselves, is fully maintainable and accessible. So that build's going to be quite interesting. So far we've got 3 episodes of that build done for those that haven't seen it. So yeah, starting with the spine and all of the sort of functional components and blocks, and then building in the floors, and then starting eventually on the hull. We don't even know what thrusters we're going to have yet. I believe we're going to have hydrogen thrust. It looks like the interface is geared up towards that. Yeah. But anyway, I'm going to shut up about Space Engineers 2 because a lot of you are here for Space Engineers 1. That's still a big thing for most of you. So, Solus Project is going to be returning. It's just on a little bit of a hiatus right now for low priority because from the looks of it, not very many of you want to watch it. So at this point, I'll be just doing it for myself, and those that want to watch it can. Which I'm fine with. That's okay. I mean, it's a bit of a risk putting a game that's so different on this channel in the first place. So what else are we going to need to do for the rest of this series? Just to put things into perspective, because it's been so long now since we started this whole thing. So you have to remind ourselves what the mission is. So ultimately, we're trying to get enough materials back to Pertam to build a nice big ship. I mean, I'm talking a big ship. Then we're going to go to Earth, well, the Earth-like, find a nice spot to settle and build a nice big self-sustaining base. So it can't be reliant on any other areas, you know, it's got to have everything it needs right there to at least keep it. Just, I saw something. No, I'm seeing things. Yeah, so a sustainable base, at which point maybe we'll call it quits at that point, maybe not. I'm sure we can find something else to get up to. So that's the long goal. But the short goal right now, we're building our Mars base to house our refineries, which are refining platinum, which we then need to take back to Pertam for our ship. We're currently refining uranium on the alien planet, and we are going to have to go back there at some point and top up that. Make sure that's still refining uranium, because we need plenty. Having said that, we don't need like as much as we need like platinum and stuff like that. We're going to need to go and do a lot of gold mining, because we're going to need a bunch of that, and some silver mining and some iron mining, but we've got plenty of iron available to us actually at Pertam. We're not really short on the basics there. So that's the medium term goal. And in the short term, we're just finishing this base, which means we're going to need to build a welding ship. Preferably one that's got a grinder on it as well, in case we want to make changes to this on the fly, literally on the fly. And we're going to need a ship to do some of those not unknown signals, but what do you call it? These unidentified signals, which is where we're going to find the endgame stuff. Because we're going to need some of that for our big ship as well. So we're going to need to build a thing that can nick stuff from those and retrieve it, take it back. I'm wondering if we do that while we've got sort of this scale, or if we wait till we've got a large ship, leave spaces for the prototech stuff, and build a small ship that can... Yeah, actually no, because that's going to make things difficult, because how are we going to put the prototech stuff in the ship once we've built the ship? So yeah, it's going to have to be at this earlier stage that we do that. So that's a few things that we need to work on. But first, Mars needs to be protected. This needs to be a proper base. We're outside all the time, it thunders a lot. We've got plenty of decoys, but one of these days a lightning strike's going to miss a decoy and hit me. And then that's game over. Not acceptable. Right, let's go outside and see what we missed outside. Right, we knew about those. That's weird. Left them there. That's fine. I think we'll leave those like that. Okay, back in the refineries. That's typical. Luckily I have little access points everywhere. Oh, which block was it? That one. Good guess. Right. This is a bit of a weldy episode. And chatty one. We got a little bit of drama with the meteor shower. Access points, come on, where are you? No. But yeah, I think this is kind of what I needed this week. It's been a bit manic recently. Boing. Right. Energies. Do the ship for this one. So, yeah, we've got a lot we need to still do. This series is definitely not over. So for those of you that thought, oh no, he's doing Space Engineers 2, what's happening in Space Engineers 1? We're still doing it. And I don't think we're just going to stop anytime soon. As long as they're still developing Space Engineers 1, we're still going to keep coming up with ideas for it. This weird little tower thing here doesn't need to stay. Oh, I just realised what I've just jumped over there. That's dangerous. We're going to need grindy ship for that. Okay, how's this hole? Whew. Yeah, we're going to have to turn this back on eventually. At some point. I think we're still okay for everything that we need right now. Oh, I left that open. Okay. Can I jump over there without dying? Yes. That's fine. Right. So... yeah. Let's have a look at this from the air, I think. Let's get some ice while we're at it as well, because we're going to need plenty of that. So... I need 2.7k platinum. Oh no, that's... platinum ore. That's interesting. Okay. Right. Let's not die or anything. So we're just going to get some ice. And then we'll check everything out on the way back. Obviously we're going to grab a lot of stone while we're at it. Not so much intentional, but unavoidable. Stop around 90, 100k maybe. Yeah, that ought to do. No damage blocks, good. Right, so that's going to be the sort of size of this thing. Obviously the extended parts of the base out there, but generally speaking, this is quite large. I mean, obviously that whole back section is going to be a lot taller. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty hefty building, this, to go with our massive solar tower, which seems to have stopped. I've not seen that move in a little while. We need to check that out. I mean, go compare that to the intro, and I think it's in exactly the same spot as it was then. So yeah, nice big building. I don't think it looks too bad being a kind of a rectangle. I mean, that's the sort of shape we're used to seeing big factories in, but we need to like not do it all uniformly the same height. So parts of it might be a bit higher, parts of it might be a bit lower. We've got room to sort of go higher around there, because we haven't got the turbines on it. So yeah, I think that's what will make it look okay as a rectangle and a bit more interesting. So right, we're just wasting hydrogen now, so let's get ourselves switched round. Right. Again, we've got no magnetic pull lock thingy on the connector, so we have to do the lineup ourselves. That's why we were a little bit far away from it, but that's connected is connected, you know. It's just how it is. We've turned it off again just to remind people, because we do have somewhere on the alien planet, we have like a cargo pod that we've built for hauling a bit more extra stuff, and that thing would just sort of drag it, fling it or something if the magnets got hold of it. So we turned all that off. Right, let's have a look at this solar panel control stuff, because it's a bit odd. I don't know which one it is because we haven't labelled anything around here. So IM automation programmable block. What is it? Okay, this is IIM, right? Behave. Right. Okay, we're gonna put it on the screen, I think. Content, text, images, edit text. IIM. Align, center, big, and you'll do. What's this one? Auto LCDs, right. So LCDs 2. Okay. Helps if I can see it. Still can't see it. Let's make sure we're aligning right. Center. Make this font a bit bigger. It'll do. Right. So that's them two. It might be that one then. Solar alignment. Yes. Okay. So this is these solar alignment, and here text images, edit text, solar. I'll just call it solar. Make that center aligned, make it nice and large. Woo. Right, so what is wrong with this thing? Yeah, we might need to... Oh, it's in night mode. Okay, I don't really want to restart the script because it'll have to start recalculating day-night and all that again, but it's just running through a loop right now. So maybe when the sun comes up, we'll be able to get an idea of what it's supposed to be doing. But this is its information. So I know it's a bit fuzzy, but that might help a little bit. So our solar panels are doing nothing because it's like basically night. Wind turbines are getting us 2 megawatts, that's fine. Batteries have the capability of putting out 84 megawatts, we're only putting out 1 point something. 21 megawatts charge capacity. Yeah, input and output are basically the same. Input's slightly higher. Oxygen, okay. Did not know it did that. Oxygen's fine. Time of our location. Sunrise in 2 hours 13 minutes. Real time 2 hours 13 minutes. So it's 6 o'clock in the morning in game. Day length is 2 hours and 29 minutes. Sunset 6 p.m. I think it always assumes 6 a.m. 6 p.m. Equal day and night according to this. 2.5 hours each way. Right, so we're just gonna have to wait until daytime and see if that behaves itself. We have a little way to go yet. I think the sun just went down there. That's nice. Little bits of red from that. Okay, right, so we're at a point now where still lots to do, but I'm going to leave it here. This is a bit of a discussy, kind of talky, weldy episode, but you're getting where we're going with this now. Not so keen on features like that, we might do something about that. But yeah, next time we're going to build a welding ship so we can do a bit more of this. Weldy, grindy, buildy ship. we'll name it later. So yeah, have a great week, and we will catch you next time. Don't forget, we've also going to have Solus Project definitely come in at some point, probably tomorrow. Yeah, see you later. Bye for now.